Hey everybody, welcome to this week's ENEWS. It is going to be a special ENEWS for you today. In our ENEWS this week, so you'll get that on your normal way through an email or through Facebook or through even our texting service. This week will be a letter on behalf of the elders to you as a church. As you know, you hear the word roadmap a lot about the way out of COVID-19. And for a church like ours or any other church in Victoria, a situation is going to be placed upon us around about the 5th of November when 80% of people who are 16 and above are fully vaccinated. What's going to be placed on churches is if you have people who are vaccinated and you have people that are unknown vaccination status coming together, you can only have 20 people here. You can have 100 people for us if it's only vaccinated people. As a church eldership, we feel really uncomfortable with that. We are like a lot of church leaders wrestling with this possible divisive thing happening in church. So instead of being reactionary, we really believe that let's be creative about how we can be the church for the next few months. So what we're putting to you today, and it's in the letter, is something that the elders are hoping that it will be a great blessing, but also that we'll go deeper as a community, as followers of Jesus. So here we go. Just going to give you some big picture stuff today. Our Tuesday night will be our live recorded service. So the service that you've been watching on Sunday morning is live, but we are planning on recording that service on Tuesday night with 20 people in here and then releasing it at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning for anyone who can't connect into our micro churches, which I'm going to talk about in a few moments. But please know, Tuesday night will be a recorded service with 20 people. Wednesday night service will stay the same with 20 people in this auditorium. The next one is what is going to happen on Sunday. And we have 5 different opportunities for us to gather in groups of 20 at different times in this space. So do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we're going to be referring to these little services as like micro churches.
Yeah.
So it's going to feel a little bit like a Sunday morning, but a little bit more intimate because there's 20 people plus some leaders. So there'll be some worship. They'll be getting into the word together. They'll be taking communion together, actually hearing testimony from each other about what God's been doing during the week. And an opportunity to pray with each other. You know, like we just know as we're meeting with people that the thing that everyone is missing is being able to gather with other believers and experience church. Now, church doesn't have to look like this building being filled with people. Church is where 2 or more are gathered. He is with us. You know, and so we're going to give you opportunity for that at 5 different times on a Sunday, as well as Wednesday night, as well as Tuesday night.
The details will be in the ENEWS next week for these gathering times. But the big one we want to talk to you about, I'm going to get Stuart to come and share, is what we're going to do at 10 o'clock on a Sunday morning. So Stu, why don't you come in and share?
Yeah, hi everyone. A major focus with our roadmap out of this is going to be children. God's heart for kids always beats incredibly strong, and they are so important in our church. But they haven't done church properly in a couple of years.
Long.
We want to invest in kids. We're going to get them together Sunday mornings, 10 o'clock till 11:30 a.m. And we're just going to have a blast. Yeah, we're going to learn about God. But the kids are going to come in, connect, there's going to be music, it's going to be fun, games, learning, colour, excitement. It's going to be really awesome. So stay tuned for more details on that, but kids are going to be a major focus. Parents, when you drop your kids off, there's going to be something for you. So there's going to be a resource and a leader that can gather small groups, go down to the park, go to a cafe and do church that way. So we're thinking about you too, also parents.
Yeah, and look, we understand that this has been a super tough time for families. You know, trying to manage homeschooling and working from home and all of those crazy things, and often your children feeling really isolated. And as parents, sometimes it's really hard to have some time to yourself. So if you need to opt out on any Sunday morning from gathering with others, and you actually just need a little bit of time at home for a cup of tea, maybe you just want to watch the live service quietly, that's also going to be okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, families are super welcome
Absolutely.
at any of our other services as well.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of dates for you guys. These micro churches, we're going to kick off on the 31st of October. Kids Zone, that's got to be another couple of weeks. That'll kick off on the 14th of November. We'll run 8 different sessions for the kids over the summer. There'll be a break in the middle for Christmas and New Year. So there's a couple of dates for you guys as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, just a quick one before we go is this Sunday, we're doing things a little bit differently at church on the live stream. We're going to have a panel. So our beloved people are going to be on there. Michelle Dowdy, Anna Flint, Phil Hardy. There's an old photo of Phil.
Long
You might
hair.
like that.
Woo!
And the amazing Grant Downey. And what we're going to look at is the body of Christ. And man, as we come out and we're going to get into doing church really differently with small groups, if there's ever a time where the body of Christ is important to be functioning and to be firing, it's this season. So we're really excited about what God's going to do and say on this Sunday. If you've got questions for these guys, text them into me. We want to hear your questions. We want to go after that. So check it out this Sunday, 10 a.m. on the live stream. Awesome.